Yo, this is the first fucking episode of the video. This is basically gonna be a everyday thing, which I will teach you a single concept that will make your edits better. But besides editing, I may also include how to get the clients, how to outreach properly, how to get the clients, and then I will also teach on psychology of editing, some sound effects, sound designs, like everything you need to know, as well as everything you need to know about growing your social media brand. Because I'm still learning it. So might as well show the process. And the reason why I'm doing this because I've read Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson that you have to upload a single video every single day that you like doing and easier to do. For me, this is probably the easiest to do every single night or every single day, as well as talking about something I love, which is video editing. So without further ado, is that the right word? Let's get it. I'm gonna. I have my towel on because, bro, I need to sleep. It's 9 p.m. and I need to go to bathroom and get some shower in. But I figured to do this first before everything else. So, what we're going to tackle today, as you've seen in the title already, is that most editors edits is like rough as hell. I have a example right here. I'm not trying to bully everyone. I'm not trying to offend somebody, especially whoever made this, Kishan editor. Kishan, if you if ever you're watching this, bro, I'm not trying to like be offensive, but what I'm going to do is try to fix the mistake that most editors, like most of the cup. I think this is only applicable to the CapCut editors. So if you're still using CapCut as a main video editing software, I mean it's still, I don't know. I have no idea how to edit on CapCut, by the way. But if you can apply the process we will do in this on After Effects, I'll be teaching in After Effects, and then apply it on CapCut. That would be wonders. But that would be amazing. But this editing, this is the thing that caught my eyes the most when it comes to the mistakes of most editors, which is it really feels rough. It doesn't. Do I have audio? Okay. It doesn't feel good. Like the main goal of editing is make it easier to consume. Okay, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna like watch it for you.
in entrepreneurship than in anything else. So like clients come, clients go, team members do. You're probably putting out mini fires every single day, but all of it is a game of how can I just get better at putting the fires out, but then
I don't like it. I won't mind the sound effects for now, but the thing that is like making my eyes hurt the most is the fact that it's so rough. It feels like a PowerPoint presentation, like just a static movement of animations, which is you. That is the number one thing in my case. That is the number one thing that you should never do if you're a video editor, especially even After Effects. I saw some people even on After Effects they still make this mistake, which we will be fixing later on.
That everyone can be an entrepreneur.
But the
recently
the
described
movements of animation feels really rough. It's just a static. I think it doesn't have the
entrepreneurship
speed ramp like it has on After Effects.
to me as
I
a
don't
game of
know.
constant reframing.
But this is the reason why CapCut editors, if you're watching this, you probably need a computer to do a computer. If you if you want a computer, bro, just do like I did. I got it into massive depth first on my first laptop. It's up there. I got into massive depth, and then after that, that is like the main thing that got me to where I am, which is just, bro, you got into that is a business that now you have to lock in. You have to make editing work, or else you don't pay the debt. You know what I mean? So you have to get into that to buy a good PC or good laptop, and then try your best to make it work within 1 month. But for now, I'm gonna be teaching you how to do the smooth animation. This is an animation that I made for a client in a, I think this is just yesterday actually. I finished this yesterday. So I'll be giving, I think I should turn on the sound actually. Okay? This is a advertisement. I think I have it on Instagram yet. If I think it no, I haven't posted it, but I'll play it
While most creators
and I'll let you see.
try to chase going viral, we aim to reach the people who need your message the most. Because likes isn't what gets people to buy, trust does. And the entrepreneurs scaling in 2026 aren't posting more, they're building systems. Azure Media turns your content into a 24/7 sales engine by handling strategy, production, and analytics, where every video filters out noise and attracts the people who resonate with you as the only choice. Imagine your content running on autopilot. You're waking up to booked calls, trusted authority, and a brand that grows while you sleep. Stop settling for less. Be the only Azure Media. Build trust at scale.
If you're not noticing something, if you're a good editor, you're probably noticing this. Like, all throughout the video, as you can see, there is no frame which is static. Which I think probably here, because not gonna lie, this part right here, this is probably the scene that I dislike the most. And ironically, or like unfortunately, it's by the start of the video. I kind of got lazy changing it, but I think I should have changed it. But it's fine. But if you'll notice that every single second it is moving. It never stopped. So that is the main rule number one of video editing for me, at least. For me, the rule number one of video editing when it comes to animations is never make the video stop. Never make the video stop moving. It has to be constant motion. So I'm gonna give you a reason and how to do that. So the main reason why the video should always be moving is because when it's not moving, when it's not like even just a small bit of zooming in or zooming out, even just that, if you had it still, like not moving, you're giving the viewers a chance to scroll up, to scroll on the video, because the main reason why we are editing in the first place is to keep the audience engaged. And if you edit the video and then your edits just have a small bits of freeze or like a small bit of static, that they will leave the video eventually. That portion, like 0.5 seconds, bro, they will leave if you make it if you just make it not move. If you make it still, you know what I mean. You get it. You get what I mean. Like, yeah, you're giving the viewers like some space to scroll and move on to another video. So that is the mistake that I found here.
Because
Look at
more
it.
stuff gets
That everyone can be an entrepreneur.
recently described entrepreneurship to
During
me
this part,
as
I could have scrolled up already.
the
Because
game of
there's nothing going on in the background, in the visual side.
constant
It's not even zooming in. It just have like buildings and then a wiggle effect.
reframing.
Even just a wiggle
because
effect, it doesn't really work as well. It just feels
more stuff
off. So to fix this, to easily fix this, is have a multiple camera movements. So I'm gonna give you a breakdown on this edit. Like, let me pick a scenario. I think this one would be good on the entrepreneurial. Yeah, this one. So as you can see right here, the transition is zooming in. So this is scene 1. So I have a camera zooming in, and then since I don't want it to stay still, I have another camera movement, which is just a camera and then a null parenting it on null 35. So it's like, what is it? It's overlapping. It's overlapping the movement. So while this is zooming in, and then this second camera movement, which is the parent, the the second camera movement is already starting. So there's no gap, but there's no what is called, there's no small stop, there's no small freeze when it comes to the camera movement. So you know what I mean? It's this one already starts the zooming in part, and then this one, the second camera movement, is already starting as well. So there's no space for the viewers to scroll up because it's continuously moving. Okay, get it? So the main solution for that is basically having a overlapping null camera movements.
Where every video
Zooming in, and
filters
then since it has the funnel right here, you have to I have no I have to prioritize, or I have to make the funnel, this one, the main focus. So what I
filters
did
out noise and
is I zoom out,
attracts the
then I sort of make it goes up a bit, so the viewers can see the funnel and also this orbs going on, which is the viewers. Okay,
where every video filters out
zooming in,
noise
and
and
then boom, funnel in, funnel pops up, and then I made the camera zooms out so it can see what's happening in the background.
attracts the people who resonate with you as the only choice.
So now the next step is, since the main goal or my main rule for editing is never make it stop moving. So once this one is already ending, because this is a ramp, I call this the 80-80 ramp, because this is 80%, and then the other one is 80% as well. So when this second camera movement is already ending, this part right here, if you're an After Effects editor, you already notice, if this is already ending the movement, I have another one which is already starting, which is another 80% ramp. While this one is already ending, we already have another camera movement which is already starting. So there's really no gap, there's no frame that will make the animation still. You get what I mean? So it's continuously moving because I made it in a way that it overlaps each camera movement. So whenever the other one is already starting and then ending, there's already the second camera movement which is already starting. Hopefully you get it. So next one is the transition. So that's basically how you make it that's basically how you make it easy. That's basically how you make it, what's the right word for this? That's how you make it continuously move, by having a bunch of null objects. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example for this. I'm gonna edit it myself. So I want this square to continuously moving. Okay, so what do I do? First of all, I make it 3D. I put a camera object. Then let's say, for example, we want it to zoom out, go up, go down, go like, you know what I mean, go to left and then go right. Okay, I could have easily make it like the lazy way. Okay. That's so awfully slow, bro. Okay, after that, this is the easy way. Boom, zoom in. Wait, let me make it a bit fast. Zoom in, then go to the left. Nope, that's not it. Go to the left. Boom, another speed ramp. This one as well, because I kind of fucked it up. Okay, zoom in, left, then go to the right. That's the lazy way. That's the wrong way to do it. As you can see, there's like a small bit of space where it's just still. So the main goal, the our main goal is to make it. Our main goal is to make it continuously move. Okay. So let's say, for example, we want to move the square into the left side. So it's zooming in. While it's zooming in, is you want the second null, the second camera movement, to start already. So that's that. You overlap it, then you move it to the left. Boom. It can be 80% or just 100%, then let this stay as is. But for me, I like it when it's both 80-80 because it just gives a smooth feeling. Okay, so make it this like this. Boom. Zoom in. Zoom in. Go to the left, and then next is go to the right by overlapping it on the second camera movement. Boom. Go to the right. Then 80-80 once again. Boom. Zoom in, right, left. Then I can be creative with this, which is we can make this go up. This is basically how most editors, like most popular, not necessarily popular, but good edits were made. Like they have these smooth camera movements. It doesn't the assets doesn't matter. Look at this. If we're going to look back, my assets looks ass, bro. I mean, although it plays a role, but look at this. It looks ass. Look, it's just character, but I think the main reason for this is the camera movement. It made it way smoother because, as always, effects doesn't really matter. If you have a shit video, this is why my rankings is the first of all the script, the storytelling, and then the second is the way you speak, the third is the way you recorded the video, and then the fourth is the editing part. The editing is the last one. You don't polish a shit video. Okay, boom, zoom in, left, right, up. See, it just continuously move. So that is the single rule of editing for me. I think you should do it as well if you don't want this
Gets
rough
thrown at you in
video.
entrepreneurship.
Kind of don't like that. If I don't like it, probably other people as well. But as I said, editing is the last part of the production. If the storytelling is good, it really doesn't matter if the editing sucks. You get me? If the storytelling, the engagement, the way the person speak in the video already good, no amount of video editing, or more like video editing will just make it even better. But you won't be able to polish a shit video. That's just how it is for me. This is the reason why my animations recently has just been really simple, not too complex, and I think that's because it's really not necessarily wasted time, but it consumes so much time than it is needed. I have a 15 video reel for example, then I put so much details on it that the viewers doesn't even care. So my main philosophy, this is my upcoming philosophy, or basically my philosophy now, is just have a sense of control when it comes to the script as well. So if you're a video editor, you should learn how to copyright as well, script writing, because you need that. You need to learn how to tell a story, and that is what I've been working on recently. I've got massive plans ahead. I won't showcase any of it yet. We've been talking for 90 minutes, but that's how you make a smooth ass video to make it easier to consume for the viewers. Okay, so what did we learn today? First of all, why are we doing this? Is each time the video is not moving, that is the space, the single space that the viewers will scroll. The viewers will leave the video. So if you want a fully engagement video or fully retention video, is always make the video moving. Second one, how do we make this? We make this by overlapping the null objects, the camera movements. While this is already finished, while the camera movement number 1 is already starting, and while it's ending, the second camera movement is already starting, going to the left, and then while it's ending, the second camera movement, the third one is already starting, which is boom. What about, I have this question. This is the last one. What about if it's just still? Well, not gonna lie, it won't. What's the word for this? The last concern that I think of is, what about when when the dialogue is not matching the animation? Let's say, for example, you have a dialogue 1, which is you have an animation 1 for it, and then for the dialogue 2, you don't have the animation. You don't have animation for it, but you have it on animation on dialogue 3. So let's say, for example, dialogue 1, you have an animation 1. Dialogue 2, you don't have animation for it. Then dialogue 3, you have an animation for as well. So basically the middle one is left like it doesn't have any animation. You try and think about what to add, but you really cannot add something. Like like it's sometimes I feel that as well. But what I do during these times is I either, if it's a raw video, if it's a talking head video, you basically just cut back into the speaker. But if it looks horrible, I suggest you not doing it, but rather you try to zoom in on the current animation on animation 1, which is, okay, I'm gonna give you a real fucking example because I know it's fucking impossible to imagine. So this one is the dialogue. I need to hear this.
Entrepreneurs scaling in 2020 trust us, and the entrepreneurs scaling in 2026
The entrepreneur scaling
in 20.
then in 2026. Okay, this is the entrepreneur is our dialogue 1. The scaling in 2025 is dialogue 2, and then this part right here,
Aren't posting more.
the aren't posting more, that is the dialogue 3. So as you can see right here, I have an animation for the dialogue 1, which is the entrepreneur in
And the entrepreneurs scaling in
the entrepreneur
2026
scaling. So I thought about it, and why don't I just put a character right here? And then for the next dialogue
2026
in 2026, I could have added a text, but I did not. But rather, to save me some time, is what I did is I just zoomed in on the character, just so it keeps on moving. Because the second dialogue, I kind of got creative block when I was doing the storyboard for that. So what I did is, why don't I just put a
And the
zoom in on
entrepreneurs-
it? So after the transition, I just zoomed in. I did not add any additional animation, just to save me some time. So that's basically how you do it. If the second dialogue doesn't have any animation, just zoom in on the dialogue 1 animation. Just zoom in or zoom out, or like make it go left, right, just so it keeps on moving while waiting for the third dialogue, which is for me this one. While I'm waiting for the third dialogue to come in, I'm just zooming in on the first animation, so the second dialogue has some movement as well, because this is just an AI video. It's not a talking head video. It would have been easier if it's a talking head video, but no. So what I did is just zoom in. But for you, yeah, that's basically it. Just zoom in or zoom out. Then when it comes to the transition as well, that is the third. This is the fourth. This is the last one. I promise. This is value pack. I don't teach this somewhere because bro, time time has to come that I've never seen anyone teach this before. There has a time. There will be a time to come that the mistakes has to be correct. So when it comes to the transition, you know what? The transition part, I will do it the next day. I'll be doing this every day anyway. So no one's. I hope no one's watching this, or probably no one's watching this. Are you watching this? So this is the first episode already. The second one is I'm gonna be doing the transition, which is tomorrow. This one is kind of got a bit long, 25 minutes, bro. I've been yapping for some time, but I won't make it any more longer. If you're watching this in the future, the episode 2 is probably already out, so you can just go ahead and go there. But if you're on November 2, 2025, like in the present moment, bro, you have to wait 24 hours for the second episode, alright? Which is tomorrow. I'm gonna get consistent with this, bro. Okay? I think that's pretty much it, bro. If you learn something, bro, like, adios.